Hey all, Cypher, and welcome back to another Outerplane video. Hope your day is going great. Mine was actually pretty good this time. I got a lot of business today. If you do not know, that I run a restaurant, and today was pretty hectic, but in restaurant business, hectic is pretty good. Anyways, apart from that, let's take a deep dive into the new event that is here for the new hero, Eternal, the Reaper and the Gangster. Of course, the Reaper being Eternal and the Gangster being Valentine. Okay, Valentine do be looking pretty thick in this wallpaper, not gonna lie. But yeah, apart from that, the event overall, I think it's a pretty massive W, or whatever the millennials call it nowadays, win, right? Massive W. But there is only one problem, and I'll address that in the later part of the video. I know many players have already, suggested their opinions, many content creators as well. And I just wanted to do the same pretty much, right? I think we all know what the problem is, but let's take a look at the actual event. So first up is going to be the event story, I think, which is pretty simple. There's going to be some stages or these chapters where you are going to get what's it called, event specific characters. For example, the current event specific characters are Eternal, Valentine, and this ranger. I'm forgetting her name, I'm so sorry. I think she's a 1-star probably, or 2-star, but yeah, she's not relevant at all. So anyways, you will probably get to see a lot of story inside this chapter. Me personally, I'm not much of a story guy, so I just skip all the story, especially the event ones. But overall, the event looks pretty good. It reminds me a lot of like Epic 7, right? Even reminds me of something what Dislike did. If you do not know what Dislike is, that was my main game until Outerplane released. And yeah, it's a whole different story. But anyways. I mean, no real problems with the, the story mode of this event. There's a normal mode, there's a hard mode. Of course, you only get 10 attempts every single day, so make sure to utilize them, because, that's the only way you can get event currency, which is this one. It's called counterfeit money. I would, of course, recommend players to farm as high as possible. So me personally, I'm farming the hard mode chapter 3, because this gives you 16 of the event currency, while chapter 2 only gives you 15. Not much of a difference, of course you can even farm chapter 1 if you're a new player probably. But yeah, I would always advise you to at least farm chapter 1, even if you're a new player, because look at the CP, man, it's so low, 32,000. I was 29 or 30,000 on my first day, and I did not grind that hard. So as a new player, you can easily get 30 to 40k on a single day, right? So there should be no excuse for you to not farm this event. Anyways, coming to the event shop, this is going to be the highlight, and I am so bad, man. When I was reading the patch notes, I thought that these were a single piece, so I thought there was going to be 16 pieces of Eternal and 8 pieces of Valentine, but this is 5 pieces each, so we're going to get 90 pieces of Eternal, and how much is this? 8 times 5, 40 pieces of Valentine. This is crazy. This is so good. This event is so good. It instantly made me like this event so much, just because of the fact that they, I think they did not mention that this was 5 pieces of Eternal, right? Or 5 pieces of Valentine in the patch notes. That's why I thought that it was only 8 or 16. But yeah, that's my bad on my part. So if you watch my patch notes video, I'm so sorry for the misinformation. I swear I did not think that they wrote like 5 pieces. But apart from that, there's a lot of cosmetics, and I know players love so many cosmetics. Me personally, I love cosmetics, especially this new background pack that they just give us, Casino Lobby. It looks so good. It really matches the Valentine vibe. I don't know, it's much better than that grizzly old background that everybody has. It feels something different. Anyways, apart from that, where's the event page? Here it is. The event shop itself, I would probably recommend players to first buy the Eternal pieces and the Valentine pieces, then probably buy the weapon, then of course the Refined Glue Knights, Gem Chest, get the Casino Lobby if you want. Pretty much try to get the entire shop. I think there's no way you cannot get it. You get a sufficient amount of event currency, especially if you wait till the last day. You also get a lot of event currency just by completing the side missions, and you get a lot of ether, a lot of tickets. You also get these 3 professional skill manuals for doing arena. I think this is amazing. And in the patch notes, they only mentioned they're gonna give us 1 of this red books, or the legendary books, but here I'm seeing 3 itself. Like, I don't know why they said it was only one. Did they undermine or something, or did they made some last minute changes? God knows, right? So coming to the next part, which is the last part of the event, it's called Rank Challenge Mode. And this is something that I was just testing and sadly only get like one try every single day. So try to maximize your team, build your team accordingly. I'll probably make a guide for him, but the fact is, you know, and this is a recurring theme with the entire event, you require Eternal a lot in this event. And that is one of the biggest challenges, I think, for a lot of players, especially those who do not own Eternal. For example, everything is geared towards making Eternal shine in the event, which is not a bad part at all. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But, you know, there should be an alternative. Like, you should not feel that your pressure is to pull for a new hero as soon as it comes, just to, you know, get the best rewards in the events. I think that's something which they really need to, you know, work on in the future. You know, just saying, this is pretty cautious. I know this is the first event, they might have just, you know, fucked up. Or maybe it was intentional, I don't know. If it was intentional, I would recommend to change it. For example, look at his skills, like effectiveness of non-mage enemies, because Eternal is a mage, reduces weakness gauge taken by 20% when caster is not inflicted with reduced defense, of course, because Eternal does the defense down, right? So yeah, everything is basically geared towards making Eternal shine. And again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but at least in the story mode, you know, at least in the story mode, let us get all the rewards. Like, why is there a gatekeep that there needs to be an Eternal in the team? Like, it does not make sense. Or at least just give us an NPC Eternal, you know, even if you do not own it, just so we can, you know, 3-star these stages and get the top rewards. Like, it's same in the hard mode, it's same in the story mode. Like, the last rewards are just not possible to get unless you own Eternal. So that's my little rant. I know the devs have been super generous so far, but this is just something cautious, and this is something, you know, pretty minute, which can piss a lot of people off. So, you know, just for future, please devs, if you're listening to this, I would really highly advise to not, you know, go forward with this kind of tactics in the future. I'll just say, you know, making Eternal powerful in this rank challenge, I get that, you know, I get that. You have to make her shine somewhere, so I think it's fine if you just let the new hero be super powerful in this rank challenges, because, you know, it's anyway going to be a challenge, right? So I think people are not going to be as pissed as they are about the story mode, right? So here's my 2 cents. That's all my 2 cents for the event. I know I was pretty shocked as well. Like a lot of players, when it said that you needed Eternal on your team, and there was no way to, like, you know, get it. You can't, even if you use a friend's rep hero, for example, if your friend pulled an Eternal and use it, it does not matter. It still shows only as 2 stars. So you need to have your own Eternal to be able to complete 3 stars, which is pretty bad. Apart from that, event's super good. Again, I would probably rate this event, if I had to, I would rate it like 8.5 out of 10. And it would be a 10 out of 10, honestly, if the, you know, mishaps regarding the Eternal thing did not happen in story mode, because it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and I think it happened to a lot of players. But yeah, there's that. There's also handy login events going on for the event. Again, super good. This is so good. You get a refined Glue Knight day 7, which is, you know, again, I said this is a refined Glue Knight is the end reward, guys, of the paid battle pass, and they're just throwing it away in a 7-day free login event. So yeah, please upgrade your battle pass. Anyways, see you later. Peace.